Hey guys, Jonathan here and welcome back to Texit Raider. Now I have a question. Do you know how many planes are flying over you right now? 5, 10, possibly even 100? Well, every single one of those planes is broadcasting its location, the speed, the altitude consistently. Now imagine if you could capture that data, help power a global network and get rewarded for it. That's exactly what this is. Now there might not be 100 planes flying around, but I guarantee that there is quite a bit, and that's what makes this an exceptionally cool program. Like I said, my name is Jonathan and you're watching Texit Raider, and today we're diving into something that might be one of, personally I think, the most underrated projects in crypto right now, and that is Wingbits. And I'll be honest, this isn't your typical crypto play. This is something completely different. And that's why I love it. The big idea behind this is that most crypto projects live purely online. But Wingbits is part of something called DePIN. It's a decentralized physical infrastructure, which means that instead of just seeing numbers on a screen or on your cell phone, you're actually building a real worldwide network. In this case, we're doing a lot. It's helping produce a global flight tracking system, which is powered by people like me and potentially you. Now, what exactly is it doing? It's simple and it's powerful, and this is how it works. Every single modern aircraft sends out a signal called ADS-B. Now, it's basically a live broadcast that's saying, here I am, and this is my altitude, and this is my speed, baby. And the WB200 sits in your home, maybe in your attic. If you want even better performance, throw it in the backyard or throw it on the roof. But it's listening, and it's listening to those signals, and it sends that data to the Wingbits network. That's it. There's no crazy setup, no mining rigs, no GPUs screaming in your room. You just plug it in, mount it, connect it either through Ethernet or Wi-Fi, and you let it run. And that's actually insane. But here's where it gets a little more interesting. The flight data is valuable. Airlines are using it, tracking companies are using it, I'm sure the government's using it, and instead of one big company owning all of it, Wingbits is trying to decentralize that entire system. That means that the people providing the data, people like me now, potentially you, and just a little over 4,000 others across the world are actually providing the data. And we can actually benefit from it. Now, here's the opportunity. We do have to be real for a second. This project is still early. Now, it's nowhere as early as where I got in with Texit Coin. This is about roughly a year, 2 years into this project now, but we're talking testnet phase right now. The token isn't fully live yet, but that's what makes this exciting, because if this thing does take off, buddy, 2026 could be the year where the token launches, exchanges finally list it, and the early users really get to see the real value. And that's the game. Getting in before everyone else is talking about it. Now, if you do a little research, you'll see most of the videos in this space are about 8 to 12 months old. There's not a lot of recent hype or talking about this, but they're being released, and hype or not, I think this project's cool. And that's exactly why I picked this up. Not because it's guaranteed, not because it's hyped, not because it's different, but because it's real hardware, they're real signals, and it's real world infrastructure. And honestly, that's where I think the future of crypto is going to go. I live right by the airport, and I get to see hundreds of helicopters and planes zooming by every single day, and having the potential to log into a desktop view, see all of that happening in real time, and know that I'm helping provide information to another company that I'm collecting test rewards for currently, but in the future, if everything goes well, that it's going to turn out to be real crypto. And if that price goes up, hopefully I'll have a lot of coins by then. But let's go ahead and get to the unboxing and see what's in this bad boy. So here it is. Got this in the mail just the other evening. I wanted to unbox it so bad, but I decided to wait. That way I could run to the hardware store and get everything that we needed. So let's go ahead and grab a knife. Slicey, slicey. Oh, stout. Here's what's inside that package. Beautiful white box. This thing is cool. It says HiFix. Spatial intelligence. This thing is awesome. Let's go ahead and pull that out of there. This is a hefty box too. We got some cool stuff in there. Let's see. Ooh, we got a little magnet lid. So we'll hold this up. That way you guys can see. Pop this. Whoa, we got a Wingbit sticker. We got some floof that fell out. All right, there we go. So again, here's that little Wingbits sticker. We're gonna get that up there somewhere. There is a Wingbits WB200 guide there. Little QR code that you can scan. Here's some of the floof that we got. Looking at this first component here, this is going to be our antenna, and it's a pretty beefy antenna. That is pretty big. It's very similar to what I've got on my LoRa radio that's sitting up on the roof. So this is pretty beefy. This is going to be one of the mounting brackets, actually a pole, not a bracket, but you can see everything is threaded in there. We'll make sure that that fits the hardware that we picked up. Got a power cord, this little adapter, and there are a bunch of adapters in here depending on which country you might live in. Do have a little bag of hardware mounting stuff, probably for that antenna. There is a adapter piece if you need to add the Ethernet connector and add something a little longer. This is 30 feet of power cable and connectors all in one for your Ethernet. So that is pretty solid. There's some weight there. We've got another Wingbit sticker. And let's see here, underneath this guy, little floof, we've got our unit. Let's see if we can go ahead and pull that out. This is solid packaging. So they did a good job. Everything fits in there. The foam is really nice, neat. The box is solid. Very solid. Now check this out here. We've got our serial number on this side, as well as our secret code on the back. I want to say this is like a plastic on the top, and this has got to be metal on the bottom. That is stout feeling. Flip this over here so you guys can see the back. This is actually really nice. There's some connectors on this side as well. There's a little warning, and then we've got our connector for mounting our antenna, which would look like this. Pop this little guy on here real quick. Oh, this is cool. Look at little Jetsons. This is cool. This is gonna, I mean, look, it's not even that big. Mount this up on your backyard, a shed, in your roof, attic. Obviously visible sky the better, but not terribly heavy. It's not super big. There's additional connectors. If Wingbits decides that your area needs to open up for something else, like maybe drone tracking or something specialized, they can add new components in there. This will be the power connection, aux1, aux2, and then our power cable. Again, that thing is beefy. Everything is waterproofed and sealed. So this is just super cool. This product is really awesome. I don't have any commission codes or anything like that, but if you head over to the Wingbits website, go ahead and check out their map, pop in your address and see if your area is free. And if it is, you might as well get one of these. Join the team, see how you do, because this project is gonna be sweet. I think this is gonna be really cool. I'm super excited about it. So we're gonna go ahead, get this powered on, get it installed, get it up on probably the attic or the roof today, depending on how well things go. And then we'll start posting some videos about how this is actually working, what we're collecting, how many Wingbits we actually earn, and everything that's going on in the system. So I appreciate you guys checking this out. This thing is super cool, and I'm super excited to show you what we're actually going to be earning. Again, here's a quick look at the included connectors that came with this. There were 3. I'm guessing this is covered just about everywhere in the world. Here is our America one for the United States. So I love that. We'll go ahead and click this on. There were a few people that had questions about how this even works and goes on. Let's see here. Supposedly you just slide this little guy on and then boom, you press down. That locks everything in. There's a little push button if you needed to swap that out if you were traveling around, but everything sits on there. When it does get ready or needed to be plugged in, super quick, easy. Gotta love it. Let's go ahead and get this thing rolling, baby. So this is my main dashboard view. It's got a reward section. So far I haven't really earned anything yet. Let you know that that's my Texas Raider WB200. We're online. We got a message from the station 4 minutes ago, and we received a heartbeat from the station about 9 minutes ago. It's got our location is claimed, our GPS is online, and then we've got a little map down here at the bottom that gives you an idea of where we're at in the broader picture of the world. It's the performance graphs that we've got pulled up for the ADS-B information. There's a message rate. This is on the 2-hour chart. There's aircraft seen tracked. There's tracked and seen 8 minutes ago. Moving average. There's the ADS-B range, ADS-B signal level. We got ADS-B maxima, ADS-B message rate / aircraft. There's ADS-AB CPU utilization and miscellaneous. It's actually kind of cool. I don't know what all this stuff means yet. This is incredible. This is so sick. This is all the aircraft that I have access to right now. This is about a 150-mile radius that I'm getting just off my front porch. It's absolutely ridiculous. So this has all the aircraft. It is just neat. There's tons of information, their route, the type of plane, their squawk, their altitude. And if we check out the map,
You can see this is on nodes. There's flight traffic. We'll take the planes off. We'll zoom on into our node area. Still waiting for it to be updated on their website, but soon we'll have this little node and we're going to be earning a bunch.
So yeah, this is the Wingbits WB200, tracking planes, building a network, and potentially earning along the way. If you guys want to check it out for yourselves, make sure you click one of the links below and get one of these units while you still can. There's a couple different guys, I believe Helium Supply, that they've got some massive discounts on it right now. So go ahead and check them out. Hope you guys have a great night, and I will catch you shortly with some new updates. Take it easy, guys. Later.